Go. Let's load the save. And off we go. I'm really glad they improved load times. This is so much better than it used to be. Anyway. Where even are we? Argon Trading Station. Okay. Oh, we're in Activa's Choice 1, of course. Alright. What are our objectives? We have water delivery to Riptide, which I think is underway already. And diplomatic outpost in Talati space, for which we need to acquire the blueprints for Boron Small Oasis. Okay, 5x3x4 and 18 billion, a specified location. We don't know the specified location until such time as we have the thing we need. Hello, Ash. And I don't remember how much money it was going to cost us to buy the Small Oasis. I'm guessing the 10 million we have is at least a significant fraction of it. It is indeed the fourth of the X. Yeah, so we should probably head back to the faction rep and see if we can afford it yet. If not, we should be not far off from being able to afford it. Okay. Also, we have another mission in Boron space.
Morningstar.
But I'm not sure if our rinky-dink little fighter is going to be enough for it or not. Because we have this, the high road right here. We got highways across Sanctuary of Darkness and veteran pilot. Plus a bunch of money. Medium difficulty. We might want a medium-sized ship for that one. Hello, Sealith. You can see the Boron making a crab-shaped ship. If I had spent like 10 more minutes browsing around in the Crab Champions Discord today, you folks would have ended up with Crab Champions today, whether you wanted it or not.
Entering system.
But no,
Heretics
I want to play X4 and I'm going to play X4, damn it. I will not be swayed from previous yesterday decisions. Anyway. I simply do not have enough time in the week. Or on the weekend. Hmm. Really nice to have infinite money. And I could just stream all day, every day. Or rather, play games all day, every day at least. But no, alas. Must work. Where money must be made. And therefore I simply don't have enough time. Not that I would have enough time even then, but that's beside the point.
Entering system.
We can pretend.
Watchful gaze.
Oh.
By the grace of Her Majesty, you are now receiving the royal broadcast from the Queendom of Boron.
Well, that's
It
nice.
is my honor and pleasure to announce Her Majesty, Queen Polyphides.
With parliamentary ratification complete, I am delighted to announce our newly established defense pact with the Hatikva Free League. Our queendom will now provide Boron military ships to the Free League, which will be used to patrol and protect Free League space and installations against intruders.
Excellent. We can check the Free League off our list.
Yay. I mean, I kind of already had, but anyway. I'm trying to decide if I think this ship is going to be robust enough to do the mission to, well, it is a heavy fighter. It's a pretty decent heavy fighter at that. In a true
Entering
emergency,
system.
we could take on a
Bearing
capital
shore.
ship with this. I've done it after all. It just, takes a little while. Yeah. After we buy the blueprints we need and get the station building, we can probably go ahead and do the highway mission. Because that'll speed up travel through here a lot. Hopefully, anyway. And speeding up travel is, especially through that system, where you can't really just fly through it, pretty useful. Although thankfully
Entering
autopilot
system.
is smart
Great
enough
Reef.
to know to avoid the actual dangerous parts. Let's see, next up is Sanctuary of Darkness. Yeah, okay.
Autopilot. Engage.
There we go. We'll just kick it into autopilot for the next system, because that way it'll fly around all the dangerous bits without me having to worry about it. More or less. Notice we have a bunch of messages. We should check these out. Okay, we can go talk to Faction Rep with the Queen of
Entering
Boron.
system. Sanctuary of Darkness.
Okay. Alright. I wonder if they're going to do more DLC. Or if they're going to launch straight into making X5. I kind of hope they don't do more DLC. But I would like to see what they do for X5. Or maybe make a few small DLCs while they're working on X5 or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Avarice was based on anything pre-existing. But they don't have any major what do I call it? There's no major races left to do a DLC for. I don't think. Let's see, what year did X4 come out? There we go. That's the tab I want. Alright, X4. I didn't want to do that. There we go. Release date 2018. Okay, so it wasn't actually that far ago. Let's see, an X3 came out. Not BMW. X3 Reunion came out in 2005. Okay. So if they keep to the same kind of gap between X3 and X4.
Entering system. Kingdom End.
That would be a long time. Before they start working on X5. There was a solid 13-year gap there. Admittedly, they made X3 Reunion, and they made X3 Terran Conflict, which was... I never played Reunion, so I can't really say what the differences were, really. But I know they extended it pretty significantly. And then there was X3 Abalon Prelude, which was even more extension. Although differences between Conflict and Prelude were not that big. There's mostly some story stuff in there and things like that. From what I remember. That, and there was a few other things. The stock market, for example. Which trivialized certain game starts, in my opinion, but oh well. But anyway.
Entering Reflected Stars.
If they did decide to do another DLC, it would certainly be something unexpected. All the obvious stuff, at least that I can think of, has been used. Unless they made something like Xenon focused or something like that, which would be kind of weird, but... But anyway, as far as I know, X3 never got any DLC. They just got the free releases, each of which was slightly different. And I know for sure that Terran Conflict and Prelude were similar enough that a lot of people didn't feel the need to move on and or would switch back between them depending on what they wanted to do with a particular run. So it wasn't like the new stuff was so huge you just simply couldn't do without it or anything like that. Autopilot? Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not where you actually want to go.
Entering Kingdom End 1.
Okay, so where exactly? Yeah, okay, we're almost here.
Autopilot disengaged.
Let's just fly straight to the target. It won't be that much slower. If any slower. I guess as long as they don't take a page from Paradox's book when it comes to DLC, I'll be happy. Well, probably shouldn't say that. There's good and bad things about Paradox style DLC. The good thing is you're always getting new content. The bad thing is if you want to see that content, you better get your wallet. But it does make it easy to pick and
Docking
choose
requested.
if you want specific things or not. Anyway.
Successfully docked.
Let's go talk to the faction rep, why don't we?
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
Hopefully we have enough money. I should have made a note on how much money this was going to cost. I would know ahead of time. Okay. I would like to buy a blueprint for a module, specifically the small oasis, which is 12 million, and we are like 200,000 short. Boop.
Pleasant travels.
Okay. Let's go talk to a trader. These doors open. Come on. It's the one that's not lit up. Thing. You might be able to just sell some random crap and be able to buy this thing right away without having to wait for ships to come in.
Hello there.
Hello, Nova.
Here you go.
Okay, what do we have here? Random shit we can sell. That gets us nowhere close to enough. I'm gonna sell these things because honestly I don't even ever use the Zeta.
us.
I think the programmable field array was part of that, but I don't remember. Anyway, that gets us enough money, so. Vulture Sentinel has been destroyed. Well, that's annoying. Programmable field array. Yeah. Okay. Anything else use programmable field array? Don't think so. Oh yeah, advanced. Okay, so we don't want to sell that. Alright, Vulture Sentinel, what were you doing when you blew up? As in... Xenon Raiding Party P. Activa's Choice. What do I have a Vulture Sentinel Activa's Choice for? Oh, was that the one that was carrying the water? You hauling water. Okay. This thing failed the trade order. Okay, where were you hauling water? Is there any mission after the KHA mission? I have no idea. And why BOR shipyards always need resources to make one thing? Right, because they're in the ascent of nowhere and don't seem to get many resources. I think there are some resources that the Borons simply don't have available. It's a little weird. 5 Hydras can kill a K. If you press shift 1 through 4, you get an achievement. Okay. Weird. By default, that is set to secondary weapon select, isn't it? I think that's what that's bound to by default. Hello, Dread. Well, I think the other ship is the one that was 2200 water. How much water do you have? 23 something. Okay. Well, congratulations. You're now on the water mission. Oh, if you press travel scan. Oh, that's the... Okay. Travel scan, long range scan, and see it in rapid succession. You get a disco achievement. Okay. Yeah, because shift 1 will be travel drive. Duh. Of course. I have been... Okay, blueprint. Modules. Habitation. Small oasis.
Pleasant travels.
Okay. By plot specified location 5x3x4. I don't know if I'll have enough money for that, but we'll see.
Excellent. You have acquired all the necessary station module.
Get out of my seat, please. Thank you. Okay.
Illegal cargo on drone detected.
Oh, we have a quite large area to build this station in. Well. Okay, what size did they need it to be? 534. Okay. That should be it right there. I'm going to increase it so it's a, whoops, even number in all directions. So we'll do 644. Okay, this is nice and cheap. We'll be able to afford it. Stick it out in the middle of nowhere. Buy license. Continue. It was too much to hope for. They'd have a pre-made plan for me. All right. I guess I'm going to have to take some notes on exactly what we need here. All right. 1 boron, 4M, 14S, luxury dock, 1 boron, 1 dock pier. Okay, we'll start with those. Okay. I do like the new rotation mechanics and stuff like that. It makes this game so much easier when building stations. And you can just grab a thing to move it along a specific line. So nice! Here, can I change my view so it's orthogonal? No. Rip. Go. Trying to get it as centered as it's absolutely possible to get. This would be an annoying pain in the ass to do before they added the movement thing. All praise the gizmo. You've claimed horrific end. I'm pretty sure horrific end isn't the real name of that system, but I like it nonetheless. Okay, so we'll confirm those changes. Because I like this basic layout. And let's see how we're going to stop her. Let's see what else we have to slap onto it. Okay, 2 docks. 1 small container storage, 1 small oasis, and 1 disk defense. Okay. Boom. There's the small oasis. And we need a small storage. Specifically, I call small container storage. And a disk defense. Let's see what the container storage is going to look like first. It's a vertical piece. Okay, so that'll definitely go right there. I do like the way the boron storages look. They're pretty cool. And then I think we might put the disk defense right on the bottom of that. like so.
Requesting permission to dock.
And then it needs a certain number of shield generators. Medium shields, specifically. 6 of them. Was it only 6 medium shields? Yeah. Or just 6 times shield generators. It doesn't even say what kind of shield it needs. So I guess we just fill the medium, or fill the medium slots and call it a day. We'll have hull parts, water, some Terran buildings, any other parts of this building. We'll haul the ship, make all of these 20k an hour each wear. Okay. Time to crank out the fleet, huh? Okay, so I think this station is the minimum required, what we need to do. Plenty of room for future expansion. Bit of a derpy design, but oh well. I like the way the boron stations look, but trying to design and build stations using these parts would drive me up a wall. Because look at these connection points. Or worse, these connection points. One there, one there, and one there. I think split stations be the same way. Like, reuse 4! You're tired of waiting for factions to build them for you? I don't blame you. It seems like nobody has resources anywhere half the time. Okay, how much is this going to cost me is what I want to know. 2.6 million. Well, it is mildly unfortunate that I currently don't have the money for that. I do know of a nearby construction ship. And how much money do I currently have? Not enough. But I'll give it all I got for now, and then we can come back and give it more later. Okay. Then, I suppose we should go do this Heim Road mission. We should also probably deliver stuff. That boron system station, whatever, until it gets finished. But we'll do this first. Okay, who do I talk to about this? We go there, that's what we do. I'm going to save first, just in case a fighter is not going to be suitable for this mission.
Requesting permission to dock. Taking permission granted.
Yeah.
One more thing. Submit your receipts when you transfer the station, and Her Majesty's Treasury will process a reimbursement.
The station is missing a required module. Make sure that you have not confused the requested module with another. You will need to assign or hire a builder to start construction.
Okay.
Autopilot engaged.
Is it actually missing a required module? M14S luxury dock. 1 boron, 1 dock pier. Small container storage. Small oasis. Small disc defense platform, and 6 shield generators. It currently has small oasis, 4M14S luxury dock, 4 on 1 dock pier, small container storage, disc defense platform, and I think I installed 6 shield generators on that. Yeah. Admittedly, one each, but that's because I'm a cheap shit. Hopefully that was a outdated alert from when I marked it complete without actually completing it. Also, let's pump a little more resources into this
Entering reflected stars.
thing. Boom. Take all my money. We're still about almost 2 million short, but we will get there soon enough. Think the Terran Star is better than all the others? Well, they certainly, if you pump missions in, you get some pretty awesome ships. And with an early medium ship, you can do quite a lot. But anyway. A pilot. What are you doing? Autopilot's somewhat weird sometimes. Autopilot. Fly at the target. Apparently there was a patch somewhat recently.
Entering
I wonder what was
towering
changed.
wave. Autopilot disengaged.
Okay, this is a case where following the route the autopilot wants to take is pretty much just straight up slower. I don't know why this dinky little short highway even exists. I guess to go to the trading port, but still. I suppose it must have made sense before the gate opened. Body have to kick the Xeon out of Matrix next to the split systems. Well, I don't know about have to, but they usually end up doing it. Certainly long before the split would be able to.
There are more tasks in your mission, Manager.
Yay, Riptide Waters has been completed. Going to drop out here and go deal with the implications of moving that ship around. Okay. Get this thing out of Avarice. There's no reason to leave it hanging around there. And oh, where should I park it? I'm tempted to park it at 18 billion, but I think that'd be a bad idea. Definitely be a bad idea to park it in split space. So probably would just go down to Grand Exchange and park it there for now. I should give it more trade orders, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, so Diplomatic Outpost is the last one of the Queen's Herald missions left so far. Okay. Let's go ahead and work on this High Road mission. Going to save my game. How's my day going? Oh, pretty well. Nothing's seriously gone wrong yet. Hopefully we can do this mission with a fighter. We'll see.
Entering system. Sanctuary of Darkness. Danger.
Covering fire for the firebrand, everyone. Azure and Lilac Fin, delay the aggressors. Your carrier shall arrive shortly and with due haste.
Protector.
There we go. I do like tag ships. They are pretty squishy. Although they do kick butt pretty hard. Hey, that one teleported away. How dare you? Okay. You know when I said tag ships are pretty squishy? Yeah, I forgot they also have those shitty beam weapons that lock right onto you and don't let go. Protect me, bigger ship.
Engaging. Construction site is cleared of hostiles, Commander.
Oh, okay. Everybody else blew them up before I could get to it.
Outstanding work, Fin leaders. I expected no less. Please direct your subordinates
Menelaus
to
Reminiscence.
briefing, maintenance,
Okay.
and of course, refreshments.
Docking granted.
I really like the boron ship docking. It's cool. Can I repair here,
Queen
please?
Polyphides and the Queendom of Boron
No.
bid you a peaceful welcome aboard. Oh my, it is you! How favorable and fortuitous that our paths
How many
should
military
cross
ships do I
again.
have?
Please do approach me on the bridge. I insist.
One. One Chimera fighter. I do have a couple other fighters, but they're all not very well equipped, shall we say. So if this mission ends up requiring significant military shippage,
Come in.
I'm going to have to make some money first.
Hello there. Pleasant travels.
Oh, there's two of you
Hello
clipped
there.
together. I see.
I hope your journey to our ancient homeland was sprinkled with success.
Oh, I'm worn away, as long as you're not
you may
spoiling.
have keenly registered, my position has somewhat evolved since we last had the pleasure of meeting.
I'm not
While
totally
I
expecting to be able to
await the
just
summons of Her
burn through this with a
Majesty
fighter,
Royal
by the way.
Council for redevelopment of the former
It's kind of a Hope
provinces
Springs
of Drake,
Eternal sort of
I have
thing.
pledged myself to
Hence
this
why I
intrepid
saved first and
defense
some things
mission.
like that.
Thanks to their unique warp technology, Ka'ak ship clusters continue to harry our construction ships. Even if these do little damage to our operation, they keep us perpetually on edge, unable to discern our opponent's grand strategy. Consequently, there can only be one response, even if it pains me to go against my deepest boron instincts.
Blow up the
We
CAC
shall
stations.
Sally forth. By taking a forward position, we may gain valuable intelligence and divert Ka'ak attention away from our construction site. Nothing less than the construction of an advanced, state-of-the-art cross-sector highway. Preparations began as soon as the connection to Kingdom End was established, and most of the resource shipments have already arrived. Once our mission is complete, boron ships will once again traverse safely between all known sectors of the Queendom without disturbing the local inhabitants. If only these inhabitants had received as thorough a briefing by the Queen herself as I have on this matter,
I don't think the inhabitants would care.
Indeed, as you had the pleasure of witnessing mere moments ago, the Ka'ak refused to acknowledge the merits of this undertaking. Precisely as I warned, when this gruesome and dreary sector's rehabilitation was first presented to me. We intrude upon their dark sanctuary, and naturally they seek to divest themselves of our presence. Tragically, we have recently recorded unacceptable losses, hence the invitation to any spirited pilots in the general vicinity. Of course, you far exceed the required qualification, yet nevertheless, I would be honored and grateful to take you, temporarily, into the employ of Her Majesty's Expeditionary Flotilla. You may choose between one of our 2 most renowned flight leaders and fly a well-equipped military ship for the duration of this mission, unless you prefer to risk your own ship, of course. Once you are settled, we shall
And exactly
embark,
what kind of
like a
shitty ship are you
school
going to give me?
Michelin mud wranglers on the first day of swelter season. They are Tinfiga and Hukabo. At first I had reason to question their compatibility, but this recent engagement has rapidly evaporated such worries.
I mean, if you're going to give me a Boron destroyer, then I'm going to take this opportunity to use a Boron destroyer.
A flight of corvettes sent to our aid from
But if not,
Kingdom
then I
End
won't.
itself. I do not know him well, but it is apparent that he brings a thrilling ferocity rarely seen among our kind. Tinfiga, on the other appendage, has defended the provinces adrift for longer than I served as royal steward. Despite her mannerisms, she leads our gunboats with a cool stoicism. I can also personally attest to her unswerving loyalty and commitment to our people.
I'm going to run through that again.
They are Tinfiga and Hukabo. At first,
The one's
I had
gunboats
reason
and
to
the other
question their
is...
compatibility, but this recent engagement has rapidly evaporated such worries. Royal Warden Hukabo
Corvettes,
leads
okay.
Lilac Finn, a flight of corvettes sent to our aid from Kingdom End itself. I do not know him well, but it is apparent that he
So
brings
by
a
gunboats, they
thrilling
mean...
ferocity rarely seen among our kind.
This seems like 2 different
Tinfiga,
variations of
the
medium
other
ship.
appendage, has defended the provinces adrift for longer than I served as royal steward. Despite her mannerisms, she leads our gunboats with a cool stoicism. I can also personally attest to her unswerving loyalty and commitment to our people. Splendid. I expected no less. Since it appears that we will not have the pleasure of further reinforcements at this
Gunboat has
time,
12
I
turrets and
shall
1 main
commence
gun.
preparations for our embarkation post-haste. We shall speak again once
Yeah,
you
but is
have
it a medium?
conferred with Tinfiga
I assume
and
it's probably
Hukabo.
something like the Minotaur.
Hello there.
Minotaur?
Hello there.
Anyway, a medium ship that mounts a whole bunch of turrets and... Yeah, okay. So the gunboat goes pew 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 quite a lot, and the corvettes are more of a super heavy fighter kind of thing. More like a traditional medium, I'm guessing. Oh. Why is it... Did I teleport to the wrong place? I clicked on the... Okay, I must have misclicked hit bridge somehow. Oh, it didn't teleport me. That's what the deal was.
But these suits are not perambulatory enough.
By the Queen, it would require the presence of a law to converse with you in this emotional state.
Really? Then why do you not go and fetch one?
I'm tempted to go gunboat because
Knowing full
against
well that the only law
something
on
like the
this ship
cock.
is currently preoccupied ensuring the triumph of this mission.
Let's see.
Sure. Go and review your options first.
Which one of you fools was gunboats again? The other has 4 long-range main guns with a range of 8.8. Yeah. I'm gonna go ask which was which again. Damn it. My brain. It hurts sometimes. There you are.
My friend, are you not needed somewhere else?
Yeah, shut up.
They are Tinfiga and Hukabo.
Yes,
At
I know
first
that
had
much.
reason to question
And yes, I
their
know about this much
compatibility,
too.
but
Shut
this
up, go on to
recent
which one they were.
engagement has rapidly evaporated such worries. Royal Warden Hukabo leads Lilac Finn, a flight
Okay.
of corvettes sent to our aid from Kingdom End itself. I do not know him well, but it is apparent that he brings a thrilling ferocity rarely seen among our kind. Tinfiga, on the other appendage, has defended the provinces adrift for longer than I served as royal steward. Despite her mannerisms, she leads our gunboats with a cool stoicism. I can also personally attest to her unswerving
Yeah. Shut up so I can go
loyalty
already.
and commitment to our people. Yes, of course.
You want to go talk to old Tinvi, whatever her name is. Okay, I want to try out the gunboats. This should be interesting. It's probably the wrong choice, but I want to try out the gunboats. Alright, Tin Feeties.
I'm ecstatic to welcome your return.
You sound delighted.
Would you look at that? Fresh meat for the fleet. As luck would have it, one of my pilots has requested a discharge to join his
Luck,
relatives
I'm sure.
in Atreus Clouds. If you are willing to take his place, there is a well-equipped and
I hope that
only
it isn't
slightly battered
well equipped.
gunboat waiting for you in the carrier's internal storage. A keen observation. The Queendom of Boron and the Argon
They actually
Federation
addressed that everything is
work
interior.
closely together in preparation for the dark. Turrets, military doctrine, efficient subdivision of aerated interiors, uncomfortable chairs. If you pay attention, you can see their influence everywhere. Terrific. Welcome to the team.
Alright, let's go test out this Boron gunship and see if I like it better than the other gunships, which I didn't like.
To retrieve your ship, I suggest you peruse one of the ship consoles next to our M-class docking pads.
Yes, I know how to pull a ship out of storage.
Reverting to your own vessel instead, should you so desire.
Retrieve your ship from internal storage, and it leads to this specific thing. There we go. Pressure. I wonder what would happen if I jumped over the edge and landed on that as it was going down. Because you can jump over this railing. Probably nothing good. They both come with the high preset? Okay, that's good. At least it won't be straight up terrible.
Ah, I see you have engaged the lift. Observe how your ship rises majestically from the depths.
No, it doesn't. Because I jumped down to meet it.
Sim leader Timothy Gunn.
Pressure.
Request a general readiness report. All ships ready for action, Commander. Well, almost.
Okay. Let's find out just how crappy this ship is.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, we have a mix of phase and arc turrets, all set to attack fighters. All of them armed. Yeah, some Mark 1 laser towers. Got an ion pulse railgun. Mark 3 boron shields. Mark 2 all-round engines. Mark 3 all-round thrusters. Okay, what's our top speed? Probably something around the lines of slow. Okay, 413 meters a second. Actually not too bad then. Bit slow for a medium, but still not like obscenely slow. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking.
Pilot, we still need someone to hug the carrier, in case the Ka'ak tries something. Park your ship close to the turret that I have marked on your heads-up display.
Alright. That's a pretty cool looking little ship. I have a feeling we're going to see an awful lot of little ships.
We are commencing our highway tunnel patrol. May I cordially invite you to stay on high alert since we expect a measure of Ka'ak harassment.
A measure of, huh?
Notice how the carrier seems to drag you along when you are close enough?
Yes,
Convenient,
I know
is it
how to
not?
play X4.
It allows you to rotate your ship freely, so that your turrets can face approaching enemies.
Speaking of which, where exactly are my turrets on the outside of this thing? Okay, there's one, there's two. 1, 2 on that side as well. Now the others on the bottom in the same basic location. Hard to tell.
As expected, they are diverting a portion of their forces to investigate our movements.
Okay, so the turrets have popped out. There's 5 on the top. That gives me 3 on the bottom. Okay, so we want to keep our top towards stuff.
Docking granted. Docking aborted. Protector.
Which is good, because that's how I would normally fly a ship anyway. Top pointed at it. Okay, so the main gun in this thing is very pew-pew, but slow firing.
Protector. Danger.
Okay, these turrets aren't too bad.
Queen's Guard.
And this being a medium ship, we
Protector.
can recharge shields while being shot at.
Danger.
we're not gonna hit the broadside of a barn with
Danger.
these, but okay. A little bit of boost gets us back to where we're supposed to be. Bonk, because this thing maneuvers like it's a dead whale.
Fruit leader. Scramble.
It isn't exactly a fighter after all.
Affirmative.
Protector.
This is group leader. New attack orders. You are free to engage. This boron will show you how it is done.
Queen's Guard.
Yeah, fire rate on these guns is slower than slow. Not talking about the turrets. Turrets are pretty okay. With the main gun, very pew pew, very slow pew pew.
Imagine how swiftly our ships will scuttle past these cars once the highway is
I am alright.
The boron
The main gun
will
range is quite
truly
long, but it
annihilate
can't hit the broadside of a barn. Mostly because of enemies maneuvering.
Protector.
If you could get an enemy who wasn't maneuvering at that range, you could make them think twice about their life choices for sure.
Engaging.
But any real amount of maneuvering makes sure that you can't hit anything. Just the principal problem with a long range gun. Shields on this aren't bad. If you put split Mark IV engines, oh wait, you can't.
Protector. 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 Queen's Guard.
Okay. Boom. Boom.
New attack orders.
Boom.
Scramble.
Boom. Also, I overheated the gun like a doofus.
Protector.
I am alright. Yes. Definitely alright.
Boom.
Protector.
Okay, this ship's actually pretty decent.
Queen's Guard.
I would never really want to use it for long term or anything, but if you equipped this thing okay, it'd probably be pretty decent as a anti-fighter ship.
Protector.
Pick stuff off from long range, the main gun, and then let your fighters deal with the little zippy stuff. Or, you know, not fighters, let your turrets deal with the little zippy stuff.
twist my flippers. I
It's still
wonder if
slow
I
and
would be as
cumbersome, but-
reckless if I had a jump drive like them.
Indeed. I would like to see that.
Queen's Guard.
Yeah, not a carrier. Okay. Maneuverability is nothing to write home about, but it's not terrible either. Like, roll performance is actually pretty reasonable.
Protector. Queen's Guard.
It's not as well for you.
If only I could put split engines on this thing.
Danger.
Alas, we are slow. But not as painfully slow as their fighters are for some reason. Medium ships have no right to be faster than fighters. Tell that to the Earl King.
Kohack spotted.
Protector.
Okay. Comes the little sheds.
Queen's Guard.
Azure Finn, it appears that your courageous defense will suffice for the remainder of this voyage. The commander has bestowed upon my flight fresh and indeed pivotal orders. We shall depart forthwith.
Fun, fun.
Protector. Protector.
Okay.
You were expecting to beat me easily.
Queen's Guard.
You were mistaken.
Stay in front of my main gun so I can strip your shields from my turrets. And stop maneuvering. Yeah, let's give a bottom turrets a good look at you. Boom. Alright. Yeah, this ship's not bad. This is probably about as fast as a medium ship should be, in my opinion. High 300s, low 400s. And then fighters should be about 200 meters a second higher than that across the board.
Protector. Queen's Guard.
And capital ships should be around 200 or so, except for the really slow ones.
Get off me. I cannot just let you get away with that. I am a more skillful pilot than you might expect.
This gun does take a while to stabilize on target.
Protector. Protector.
Boom.
Protector. Queen's Guard.
There we go. shields are holding up really well against this. Which I guess makes sense. Boron shields are fairly robust, shall we say.
You were expecting to defeat me easily. You were mistaken.
Danger. Protector.
Their hull's nothing to write home about. But their shields definitely make up for any deficiencies.
Queen's Guard.
Back over here where the capital ship's at. You. You. You.
Danger.
Pilot, I may have neglected to bring something rather important to your attention. You will be pleased, no doubt, to hear that your ship will be automatically repaired when docked at our carrier. For the duration of this mission, that is.
That's nice.
Protector.
I don't think I'm going to need that unless something seriously
Nav
changes
beacon.
between now and then.
Protector.
Try again.
Because they've been having trouble
Queen's
even
Guard.
scratching my shields. Although if I was still trying to use the Chimera, I would be probably having a couple issues by now.
Protector.
I think I'd be able to have done it, but I'd be depending on the AI a lot to kill stuff. But if they're going to give me a free repair for my fighter, I'm okay with that. Yeah, this thing's top speed is probably about right where a medium ship should be, in my opinion. Acceleration's a bit lacking, but you can use thrusters to offset that. It's actually a good thing, gives a little bit more
Queen's
skill
Guard.
to piloting. Knowing when to use the thruster and when not to. I do kind of wish you could have a little bit more of a gentle hand on the thruster. In some ways, I almost wish there was...
Danger.
I mean, this is something I don't actually want them to implement, but it'd be awesome if they did. And I would hate every minute of it until I got used to it and think it was amazing. But if they made it so the top, like, quarter of the stick's travel was the thrusters,
Protector.
you know, throttle travel, you would have to have some detent or something that you would travel through to help you feel where you're going to hit thrusters or not. So you don't accidentally blow through your shields, which wouldn't really work
Protector.
with standard controller, but anyway.
Protector.
If there was some way to make it work, it'd be kind of cool if you could just thrust a little, you know? It'd be an actual nightmare to make it work, though. Or maybe bind a separate axis to thrusters so you could just thrust a little bit. Problem is I wouldn't really have an easily accessible axis to bind that to. I'd guess I'd have to put maneuvering thrusters on one side and thruster axis on the other. Or something. And use the analog hats. But anyway, the point would be that you could do
Protector.
cool
Protector.
and somewhat pointless things like
Cannot wait to retire to some nice, cozy place deep under the sea after these escapades.
like using your thrusters to help with close maneuvering. By just giving yourself a little boost to help straighten out once you picked a new direction. Boots.
Protector.
As it is, there's no real purpose to that in combat. You can just tap the thruster button. It doesn't matter if you go too fast or not. There's nothing to hit. And I guess with something as heavy, I suppose would be the word, as this thing, tapping the thruster isn't really going to rocket you into something anyway. For the fighter, it's
We have arrived at our destination.
a bit different
and may
anyway.
I say I am delighted that this is the case. Fleet, may I request that you shoo away the remaining Ka'ak to unburden our posteriors?
Protector. Queen's Guard.
I'm trying to lose you from my gravitar.
Okay.
Protector. Queen's Guard.
You may now blow up. Thank you.
Stop your attack immediately.
One of the turrets must have scratched their paint.
Protector. Protector.
These guys are probably one of the...
We have received word from Lilac Finn. Their scouting mission has resulted in new and exciting, yet also somewhat worrisome discoveries. While we approach the rendezvous point, you have the opportunity to dock at the carrier and have your ship automatically repaired.
Frame rate must be seriously tanking. Yeah, it's 22 FPS right now. I wonder if things seems a little not smooth, shall we say. I'm not docking because I don't need to. I'm in perfect health. I do want to get close to the ship though, so if they go into travel drive, I can catch a ride. Someday, I should play through Borderlands 2 all the way. We've never actually played all the way through that game. I played all the way through Borderlands 1 once upon a time. But not Borderlands 2. I think I played most of it.
Danger.
But not all of it.
I'm delighted that you have heeded my call. Feast your eyes on this emerging cataclysm.
I am truly torn between
Is that a capital
awe
ship?
and apprehension.
No,
I think we may
that's
have
us.
uncovered a Ka'ak gathering place.
Gathering for what, exactly? I feel compelled to ask.
Look, they are warping in and out. Are they planning a mass attack on the highway? And yet, this feels as though we are intruding on something very private.
You are suggesting that this location may hold societal value to the Karg. A holy place within their sanctuary. A jump beacon. Is this a ceremony of procreation?
Though I concur with your doubts, the military implications of this discovery are undeniable. It pains me to say that we must disperse this congregation, and without delay.
Right? We just settle in down here by the notes.
Danger.
We are severely outnumbered. Worry not, Capone. The sturdy hull of the Menelaus Reminiscence shall protect you and your ships.
Okay. Oh, baby. We that wasn't what I intended. It looks like we have been zippied in the wrong direction at high speed. Note to self: when very close to the hull of a capital ship, sometimes things get weird. They're still spinning. I think maybe with their greater mass, they're going to have a bit of trouble settling this ship down. Let's go join in the fun, why don't we? Whoa! Okay. That was probably a bad idea, but it was kind of funny. Do that again. This thing is rotating a lot faster than it looks like it's rotating. Like, oh yeah, okay, the ship is rotating. No, it's rotating. It's got some serious speed going.
Danger. Danger.
It may take a short while before this current situation resolves itself. It is definitely slowing down, though, finally. Oh, well. It looks like a fire has itself under control.
Danger.
That was pretty funny. While it is often safe to hitch a ride on a capital ship in travel drive, don't clip into the hull. It gets exciting. I think we're on the bottom of the ship, but it's hard to tell. Okay. Drop that travel drive. Are we going to rotate toward the target?
Protector.
Recharging travel drive. Let's see if we can rotate around the ship, around their
Danger.
side. We don't want to trigger any excitement.
Danger.
But being right up here should be safe enough. Emphasis on should. Okay, we're lining up on the target now.
Protector.
Let's go blow stuff up.
Danger.
Travel drive's charging. It's kind of cool that
Fleet, we are on the cusp of engaging a dauntingly large school of Ka'ak. Do not hesitate to dock for your own safety should the need arise.
yeah. I did have to say this mission would be a relatively okay introduction
Queen's Guard.
for new players of this game. It tries pretty hard to
Danger.
teach you at least the basics.
We have stirred them up.
That's a lot of little bastards. I would not want to be out here in a fighter.
Attack immediately.
Oh wow, that was a fellow gunboat. Going poof right there.
Observe. Our adversaries vault in panic.
Danger.
It's kind of interesting these guys don't have any capital ships, as far as I can tell.
Danger.
Stop your attack immediately.
Yeah, shut up already.
Queen's Guard.
Not many ships have actually been destroyed,
Queen's Guard.
because they keep teleporting away when they get injured. Which is
Queen's Guard.
a new behavior for these guys.
Mako.
I don't think I've ever seen them do that before. Anyway.
Queen's Guard.
Retain your vigilance. There are still Ka'ak remaining.
Queen's Guard.
Not that all of them are run by any means. These always remind me of the full ships in,
Protector. Protector.
what do you want to call it? Darkstar 1.
Commander, I must hereby confess my burgeoning worry. If the Ka'ak are able to engage their jump drives at a moment's notice, why did these ones fall astern to guard the retreat?
A justifiable question indeed, which... Oh dear.
That was no retreat, was it?
I may have just received the confirmation that Indeed, it was not. Lilac and Azure Fins, I require all of you to redock at our carrier at once.
Hydra. Docking not possible. Docking queued.
Okay. Get lined up in such a way that we can pick any of the docking ports as soon as one opens.
Danger.
I suspect we'll get this back one right here, because the others aren't descending. Let's just go ahead and get ourselves lined up and ready.
Docking granted.
There we go.
Successfully docked.
What is happening? I fear that I am about to do something very reckless, my old friend. But recent developments have taught me that it behooves a leader to weigh the risks and to be bold in the face of crisis.
Fleet, our fellow Boron at the construction site have sent word that the Ka'ak are attacking in force. We shall cross the blinding barrier to come to their aid.
Okay. Think that's a good idea. Also, flying through the dangerous part of this system strips your shields away in seconds. So the shields are gone. What is protecting the docked ships? The ones that aren't actually held internally. So far, this mission's pretty cool. This whole DLC plotline is very new player friendly, which is cool.
Now is not the time for gloom and introspection, Commander. Those Ka'ak must have stored us securely ensnared.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
The way the story is introduced, the force field holding in the air, obviously. Well, why does that shield stay up and their shields go down? Anyway. The way the story is introduced, with a message that contacts you at the very start of the game, I'm sure this will suck a lot of new players in. And they'll go, oh, I got a mission over there. Let's go do that. And they go do the mission. That would hopefully put them onto the actually fairly nice tutorial they have here.
They are attacking the supply transport.
All ships, please fan out and provide our allies with relief.
Okay.
Protector.
I'm not sure why that one went down inside instead of, what do you call it?
Cannot tolerate your actions.
Oh, shut up already. It's just a turret ship pinging you in the side. Doesn't hurt at all.
Engaging.
Protector.
Yeah. Boom.
Protector.
I'm trying to think if any of the other DLCs had...
Protector.
I guess I've never played through the Terran starts. I don't know if that gives you a similar kind of on-rails introduction
Protector.
to mechanics. I assume it probably does,
Protector.
but I don't actually know. I shouldn't really say on rails, because this isn't really. It just kind of makes sure you know how to do things, you know? Probably the best tutorial I've experienced for this game yet. I mean, obviously I don't need it, but...
Stop your attack immediately.
being introduced to the game in this manner back when I was starting out would have been quite helpful. None of it was too hard to figure out without the tutorial, but...
Protector.
So I guess ultimately, while I do find it's very slightly annoying to be tutorialized all the time, I approve, ultimately.
Protector. Danger. Protector. Queen's Guard. Queen's Guard. Protector. Protector. Protector.
There's a nice target.
Queen's Guard.
You. And it
Protector.
escaped.
Queen's Guard.
Our shields are going down slowly, but slowly enough that I'm not too worried about it yet.
Protector.
Okay. He's maneuvering too much to hit with the main gun.
Protector. Queen's Guard.
That's more a target our size. Come on, stabilizing the target. You.
There are too many. I am sending drones to provide you with assistance.
I'm sure that'll help a great deal. I am glad I'm not out here with a fighter right now, though. This would be very exciting.
Protector. Protector.
I don't really, if they gave me this ship at the end of the mission, I don't know if I'd keep it or not. I mean, I'd keep it obviously, but I don't know if I'd use it.
Protector. Protector. Queen's Guard.
Oh, my shields are basically gone. Okay. Let's go. Sail back to Capital Ship Land. Okay, we're not sailing back to Capital Ship Land.
The enemy retreats. We have
We haven't taken any
successfully
significant hull
enveloped their
damage.
hearts with fear.
Or really any hull damage.
I truly hope it lasts this time.
So let's see if we can just hide near the capital ship for a bit while we
Cannot
recover our
tolerate
shields.
your actions.
Oh, shut up. You can't tolerate your actions. You scratched our shields.
Queen's Guard.
I don't even have control of those guns.
Your combat skills do not compare with mine.
Queen's Guard.
Striking. Yes,
Protector.
Okay. They're getting cleared up pretty quickly by...
Pressure. Protector. Protector.
There we go. You. We missed him.
Protector.
Boom.
Protector. Protector.
This thing's got a pretty good number of turrets on it.
No further
further Ka'ak are appearing on our radar. Oh my, a colossal weight has been lifted from my mind. Please, let us meet in person for a debriefing. I insist.
See if we can suck up a bit of this loot.
Mako. Container.
Weird. Marked as loot, but it's not loot, it's a wreck. But it's a wreck that looks like a loot box.
Mako. Defense drone. Menelaus reminiscence.
Alright, where are you going? Sailing away at high speed, that's where you're going. Let's find out what the travel drive performance is like on this thing. Not amazing. It's still accelerating though. Okay, so it's not obviously deficient. Also, get back here, you bastard. You're supposed to recover your fighters and other auxiliaries before you leave.
Entering system. Kingdom End.
Okay. Go dock aboard. I think we're on the wrong side.
Docking granted.
Right there.
Successfully docked.
Okay, let's go talk to this dude.
Pressure.
The elevators used to get on and off these ships are kind of cool too. Yeah, ultimately, for a medium ship, I'd probably let my AIs fly those. I don't think I'd ever buy one as a player ship, but as like anti-fighter ships of some sort, I'm sure you could do much worse.
Welcome again. Yes, indeed. I would like to give you my most heartfelt thanks and appreciation for supporting us in this darkest hour. You and everyone else far exceeded my expectations, especially considering the unfortunate turn of events. Of course, I also remember the reward that was mentioned in the official posting. Though I will need you to restore your temporary ship assignment to us.
Aww.
I never doubted your honesty and trustworthiness.
Yeah, you did.
And I am pleased to bestow upon you the due reward for your highly esteemed contributions. But, as I have just been informed, that is not all. Please consider paying a visit to the crew quarters, where someone should be waiting for you. We do not know the answer to that, not with any certainty. It seemed, though,
The answer to everything involving the CAC is pretty much, I don't know.
Their attacks against our construction operation and our carrier could only serve as a distraction. The true target, therefore, may have always been our supply transports. The Ka'ak may have even deliberately eschewed them in the beginning to make us think of them as mindless drones. Tinfi Ga has raised such a possibility with me, and I greatly value her loyalty and experience. She also thinks that we forced the Ka'ak into a corner, that they were forced to devise a radical and risky plan despite little prospect of success. Fortunately, events such as these are now a thing of the past. The highway will drastically limit the likelihood of our species interacting in the future. So perhaps we are now safe from them, and they from us.
Sure.
Am I truly that easy to read? Oh well. You see, in the moment, it seemed to me that our attack on the Ka'ak Conclave was unavoidable, that they were most likely planning an attack even before our intrusion.
Boron are weird.
Puka Bo assures me that I have done the Queendom proud, and that I made the proper and logical decision. But there remains a lingering doubt, a fear that I have betrayed my conviction for no palpable gain. But please, do not concern yourself with such considerations. There is a victory to be celebrated today. And my eternal gratitude shall accompany you.
Alright. Let's go talk to the other fool. Okay. The crew quarters.
Victory! Praise Queen Menelaus.
Polyphides,
What?
21 full years have passed since the late Queen Menelaus concluded her reign.
Oh. Hello there. Oh, right. One of my flight members was so impressed by your performance that he asked to join you. Or perhaps he simply wants to grab the opportunity by the trunk and go exploring somewhere other than the provinces. Pardon me, the Queendom. In any case, Lita Wee has already signed off on the transfer. So turn around and assign your new pilot.
I'm guessing this is supposed to be the... This is how you assign your crews to things, boys and girls. This guy's not even that skilled of a pilot.
Acknowledged.
Congratulations, you became captain on a crappy fighter I'm never going to use again. Sucks to be you.
I trust the hiring ceremony has gone well.
No.
And I believe this ultimately concludes our cooperation, permanently this time. Let me again wish you farewell and safe travels.
Okay, we got an achievement for that. Through the Hornet's Nest. Okay. So this is part of the Avarice DLC. This is part of the Boron DLC, but it's just delivering materials to a thing to build the thing. This is part of the base game. That's part of the base game. And this is building that Boron outpost, for which we probably, yeah, we definitely actually have the money to do that now. Gonna go ahead and give them a little more money than they think they need. Never hurts. Okay. Resources are being shipped in. Slowly but surely. Shield coils, hull parts, and shield components are probably going to be the annoying part. Okay. I don't know what, if anything, happens after we complete this. But I suppose we should probably get our freighters cranking on trying to get the hull parts we need. Okay, where can I buy hull parts that aren't obscenely expensive or a very long ways away? Some in Avarice. That's not an ideal place to buy them. I wish there was a way when you're looking at this and you mouse over it and it selects a place. I wish there was a way to, like, I don't know, say I don't want that place. Where's the second best spot that has them? Alas, there does not appear to be such a thing. We might as well send our large freighter over there and buy it, though. Let's see. Get out of my face. Thought we had a little bit of water left aboard this ship. Yeah, we do. Apparently we're delivered all the water we needed, though. What? Trade with build storage. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and buy Claytronics as well. $156. We only need 25. Okay, cancel that order. Move that order. Remove all orders. Buy all the hull parts you can. Buy 25 hull Claytronics. And then sail over here. Trade at the build storage. Boom. Okay. Go do your thing. Yeah. Where else can we buy hull parts? Oh, apparently we can buy a bunch of them right along the way. Sure. How many can we buy there? Plenty. Okay, clear all orders then. How many do we need? $1,800. Okay, we can definitely get that many right here locally. There's no need to go into Avarice. Yeah, screw you, Avarice. Never liked that place anyway. Alright. Trade at the build storage. 1,800 hull parts. Boom. Now we just need some Claytronics. Which we can acquire just a little ways away. Buying 25 Claytronics with a large freighter and then shipping it in system probably isn't worth it. Oh well. Okay. Now, shield components and field coils are the last things needed. Maybe. No. Why is it telling me that I can't drop off anymore? Okay, that's weird. That's weird. Well, I guess we'll find out how that's going later. For now, let's go back to our ship.
By the grace of Her Majesty, you are now receiving the royal broadcast from the Queen of Voron. It is my honor and pleasure to announce Her Majesty, Queen Polyphides.
We joyfully celebrate the institution of formal diplomatic ties with the Riptide Rakers of Everus. Working together, we endeavor to support this hardy band as it matures into a valued ally.
We can check the Riptide Rakers off our list.
Okay. Back in the good old Chimera. I may have mentioned this a time or two, but I do really like the docking system for fighters on Boron ships. It's just kind of fun and different from the others in a cool way. Bonk. Misjudged that slightly. I wanted to go over top of that, not straight into it. Okay, let's go check out the new gates. Not gates, highways that have appeared.
Mako. Jump gate, Sanctuary of Darkness.
Let's see how much easier this is going to be to travel through. Okay. I see how they've run these, and I'm not entirely sure I approve, but okay, this is the one we want, I think. It looks like they have you go around the one way to get there and around the other way to get back. I was thinking they were just going to run a single pair across the system and hand wave the fact that you don't take damage when you're on the highway somehow. But no, they ran them through the safe areas. That makes sense, I suppose. And then for some crazy reason there's a break in the middle. Probably to give the cock time to intercept you. That seems like a rational thing to do. What? Not supposed to kick me off the highway to the end. Okay, but that's cool though. Also, they did indeed repair my fighter,
Great Reef.
which is nice of them.
Boron Shipyard.
It looks like the secondary Boron faction has now completely gone away. Everything's marked as Queendom of Boron. Which makes sense, I suppose. Bit unexpected, though. I expected them to keep a secondary faction, same as they've done for all the others. Like, even Terrans. There's Terrans and there's PIO. Oh, which are basically just Terrans but worse, but anyway. Yeah, Queen of Boron. Queen of Boron. Yeah, Boron only really have a few X's to their name. Anyway. This is the station that we're supposed to be feeding resources to, I think. I'd rather not if I don't have to. Thank you very much. Oh. Mm-hmm. It's gonna take quite a while. Oops. Take quite a while for everybody to drop all their crap off here. Meanwhile, do I have any free fighters? Not fighters, raiders. I think I lost the one I owned. Yeah. I could use a medium freighter. Of course, they have no shield components available to buy this thing. Damn it. Also, I don't quite... Yeah, I do barely have the money to do it. Yeah, sure. We'll buy one. And hopefully somebody delivers the shield components soon. In the meantime... there are a bunch of rank up missions that I don't really care about. These guys need Claytronics and Hall parts. Still. Diplomatic outposts got a pain in the butt. This place, we still need water here. Yeah, we only have like 4,000 out of 7,000 water delivered. Well, let's fly down and check out that station build site. I want to see something.
Autopilot engaged.
I wonder... I didn't think that the build storage had any capacity limit, but I guess it must have one. We must have filled it. Because it won't let us deliver anymore. Which is an interesting problem to have. If I have water on board that freighter, I'd like to get off of that. Oh. I don't want to just dump it in space because I actually need water. I wonder if it'd let me transfer. I should check that. We'll give it time to complete its other trades first, though. It doesn't need that storage space for its complete other trades, so. Yeah. All will be well.
Entering system.
Hopefully.
Barren Shores.
And if not, I guess then, well, flex to be me. While this is flying to its destination, I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I return. See, I told you I'd be right back. Let's see. Okay, where exactly are we right now? Yeah, we got a ways to travel. This ship is not the world's fastest in travel drive. Speaking of speed and travel drive, I really should get some advanced electronics shipped in for research. Oh, let's see. Where would we even source those? Is there any known source in the whole galaxy that sells the damn things? Not for a known price. Oh wait, no? There we have like 50 of them. We need a lot more than 50 of the damn things. They kind of need to drop satellites everywhere. Do I have a satellite at the Pyramid Trading Station, or is that just last known value? Okay, so they may or may not have any in stock. I'd have to drop down there and find out. I think I gave this fool a bunch of money to buy this shit with. Okay, I gave him some money. Let's give him some more money. They should be able to buy their own electronics. However, I'm reasonably sure they won't. Chassis mods require, that's a mission. I think electronics, graphene, refined metals, tellurium, and all the same crap. Plus Iridium. Which Iridium's not that hard to get. Most of those resources we should be able to get quite easily just by setting up to do the thing. It's just the missions to get the pieces are annoying. The race to get to the engine modules in particular is a pain in the butt, from what I remember. I think the last time I did it, I configured a
Entering system. Heretics End.
configured a scout ship with a really good travel drive, and then I had to do everything basically perfectly to win anyway. Or at least not seriously screwed up. Anyway. The music for this game is really good. I know I have the volume turned way down. But it's really good. Current rep with the Terrans is 8. Not that that's ever going to matter. How much money do I have? 300,000?
Entering system. Morningstar.
The miners keep pulling that money in. Slowly but surely. I kind of doubt I'm going to need another source of income, since all I really plan to do in this run is do the Boron quest lines. I have a feeling I'm pretty close to the end of the Boron quest lines, if not at the end already. We'll see what happens after we complete Queen's Herald. There may or may not be more after that. I'll probably even do Provinces Drift Construction Aid just for completeness. And because it won't be that hard to finish off. After all, the AI traders are delivering a lot of this stuff. Another load of Claytronics and a load of all parts should finish it off pretty easily. Sell Invidium to keep safe. I don't think I know where keep safe even is. Okay, Renectivus choice. Almost 18 billion. Speaking of which. Okay, you are done. Trade to the build storage. You have water on board. You can't sell it. Okay. What happens if we transfer? Where's build storage? Then we can move the water over.
Entering system. Silent Witness.
Okay. So it's not that they're too full, it's just that they're not accepting anymore. What? That's weird. Okay, somebody else is delivering water now. Alright. So then why did it say they only needed 25 Claytronics? Instead of the however many I was actually going to deliver? Okay, Claytronics. 149 Claytronics. Go buy those. $149. Boom. Trade with the build storage. Boom. Okay. Somebody else delivering the energy cells. We just need another 1,000 some odd hull parts, and then 30 each field coils and shield components.
Autopilot
Okay.
disengaged.
Hull parts can be acquired down there. How many do we need again? 1,092 hull parts. Do you guys have any in stock? Yes, but not enough. I will haul as many as we can for now. Okay, 681 more past that. Here's the station we're building. There goes our freighter. Let's find the construction ship we have parked around here. There he is. Body construction ships look kind of cool. I really like that everybody has their own unique construction ship now. It adds a small but important touch to the world. I'm curious to see what, if any, improvements they continue to add to this game. Don't have 4 builders. What do you mean by that? Okay, so this is the pier. Oh, like, why don't I have 4 builders? Because builders are expensive and I don't have the money. Currently, I have no builders. That's just a hired random one. I like to own my own builders, but alas, sometimes it's easier just to hire one. Just steal them? With what Marines? I don't have anything that can carry Marines well enough for that. I could probably outfit one of my freighters as a Marine carrier. But I think you're overestimating just how much stuff I have at the moment. My entire empire consists of a bunch of miners, all mining silicon and making hardly any money. My starting fighter, a large freighter that I bought to do the many hauling stuff for the Boron, Mako the Boron gave me, and my Chimera that I bought so that I would have a not terrible combat ship. I pretty much went ahead and got the Chimera as quickly as I could, and then started mainlining Boron content. Anyway. I don't... Yeah, I probably have enough crew on that large freighter that I could fill it mostly with Marines and use it as a boarding ship.
Sonra, Vanguard.
Comes our freighter back with a load of stuff. What kind of stuff do you have? Can I scan my own ships? No, I can't. That'd be dumb anyway. Supposedly you can dock at build storages now as the player. I should test that out.
Laser Tower Mark 1.
It's one of those things I used to complain about quite a lot, that you couldn't dock at your own build storages.
Docking granted.
Okay. You can. You just have to get close to the build storage,
Successfully docked.
select nothing,
It's an honor.
and press request dock.
To have you aboard.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't possible before this patch, because I've tried just about everything I can think of to try to dock at a build storage. But I can't actually guarantee that it wasn't, I guess, because I haven't really looked at patch notes. Yeah, you just get close,
Docking granted.
press request dock when nothing is selected,
Docking aborted.
and you can dock. That's weird and inconsistent, because nothing else works that way. Like, if I wanted to dock at this ship,
Docking granted.
oh, maybe it does work that
Docking
way.
aborted.
Okay. So you don't actually have to select a ship to request docking there anymore. Or did you ever?
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
That's interesting. Anyway. Hello, welcome here. How was your day? Here to terrorize me. Because you can't terrorize AF. Or is it vice versa? Boring? Well, that's not great, I guess. AF no longer streams. Yeah, he does occasionally. He's just busy.
Cargo drone.
Anyway. Got 30 inches of snow in the UP. Aren't you glad you don't live in the UP then? It's been cold and rainy here. Which is a bit annoying because it It's making it difficult to keep the lawn mowed. And I definitely should have done that a while ago at this point. But it keeps raining every time I want to do it. And then it doesn't work out. And the grass continues to grow despite the rain. Or perhaps because of the rain. So I hope it will stop soon. Also, I could really do with it being warmer around here. I've got various other fun things I want to do outside. You haven't mowed your lawn yet. Well, what kind of slacker are you? Now, there better not be a capital ship around here, Nova. That would be a very short and exciting experience, shall we say. Actually, it was just a single capital ship by itself. I could probably take it out pretty easily. Yeah, shut up, bozo. It'll be taken care of. Speaking of which, freighter. They started building my Vulture Sentinel. Awesome. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a place selling shield coils and shield components. Take our brand new Vulture Sentinel to go do it. Okay, we need 30 of each. So here we can get the shield components. Check those off the list. And we can get field coils and Argon Prime right next door. Only need 30 of them. I hope. Oops. There we go. Bring those back. And trade with the build storage. Boom. Boom. Confirm. Okay, what else do we need here? Hull parts. About 1,000 of them, it looks like. Okay. Wow, 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 look at that. How many hull parts do you have in your inventory right now? None. Okay. How many exactly do we need here? 1,092. Okay. Actually, let's buy the whole load and we can sell them elsewhere if we need to. After all, I do have another place that we need to sell hull parts to. Okay. That should, emphasis on should, be all the hull parts I need. Okay. After we sell there. We can go up here and probably sell the rest of our hull parts. Yep. Alright. With police and mods, you get 12.5 million for killing a K. Yeah. In vanilla, with just a police license, you only get 600,000 for a K. So that would be some serious income boosting from whatever mod is doing that. It would definitely make it well worth hunting down Ks and space everywhere. As it is, it's still kind of worth it. I should check the patch notes for the latest thing to see if they fixed the police license bug. Let's see if there are patch notes available. Let's go ahead. Not the button I wanted. Go ahead and open Steam. X4. April 27. Yeah, this is probably the latest patch. Fix the Queen's Herald game start not being unlocked by default. Fix the High Road mission not being offered if Boron story is set to complete in Creative Custom game start. Fixed repair ship disappearing in Terran Secret Service. Okay, who cares? Fixed. Fix some other thing. Fix this thing. Fix that thing. I don't see anything about... Back up through the other way to make sure. Yeah. I don't see anything about fixing problems with not giving payouts. And that's the only patch they've listed on Steam. That's not great. Unless they just forgot to list it, which would be annoying if they did, but oh well. Oh well. The Boron docks are really cool. I'm really glad they gave the Boron their own unique, what do y'all call them? Their own unique wharf model. Or, you know, unique to the Boron. I think the Boron wharf is just the stock, but a wharf. Honestly. But I'm not 100% sure. Boron only run when? I don't know. Possibly not for a long time. Because once I finish blazing through the Boron story, which I think I'm almost done with, then I think the next run is probably going to be the... Oh, I'm not quite fairly sure yet. It's probably going to involve Paranid. Or at least the Paranid story. And it's probably going to involve hanging out in Paranid space. Trying to keep the Xenon from taking that little cluster out the far side of, what do you gotta call it? Split space. Bonk. If I can find a good mod or game seed or something that makes the Xenon really nutso, I might go for that. Because I would like to have rampant Xenon and then slowly push them back out of the galaxy. That sounds like fun. Would be really cool if there was a mod or something that made the Xenon just oppressively powerful right from the start of the game and had everybody pushed out into little corners of the galaxy. There's a mod for that. I don't know if there is or not. But anyway, that's why I'd have to look around and see if there is, if I can find something like that. It'd be cool if I could find a mod that would make the Xenon oppressively powerful and push everybody out of their home space or push them into little clusters of their home space and made it really hard to travel from place to place. Just due to, I don't know. I don't know if you really could even make it hard to travel, because once you're in travel drive, you're pretty invincible. OP Xenon. I'll have to check that out. But anyway, in such a way that you would have to fight like crazy to get linked up with any other race, whatever, other than wherever you started. I don't think that's really possible though, because like I said, once you can travel drive, you're in travel drive, and it's pretty hard to make you stop. You'd almost have to mod in some kind of special gun that can zap somebody in travel drive with some reliability and put stations armed with it next to all the jump gates. But anyway, I want to do a run at some point. Starting, I think it's over here in the Paranid base and holding off the Xenon that are trying to push them out. I think it's like right in here. Not this system, but the next one. And then north of it. Like, this thing, this little fighter, I've killed an eye with it. It took a really long time, but I have killed an eye with this fighter.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Okay, good news. The dock is done.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
But anyway. It takes, yeah, a stupendously long time, basically. Because they can repair their hull almost as fast as you can damage it. And it wouldn't be that hard to get a couple early fighters that collectively could do the same thing. Particularly if you started as Pyramid. Or is it Talati this gun's from? I think it's either Pyramid or Talati. Either way, that little Zappinator is amazing for clearing capital ship turrets off. So if you get a couple okay-ish fighters, one of them armed with one of those that you use to clear all the components off the ship, and then a couple others with like missiles
Docking aborted.
that you then order to come in and paste the ship. If you can get one level of teleport unlocked, that you can quick switch between your ships,
Granted. Docking aborted.
that'll hold you out. That'll help you hold out until you can get enough money together to buy a large medium.
Aborted.
Once you have a medium ship, you'll be able to hold against most single Ks pretty easily. Provided you're piloting it yourself. And provided you can get fast enough engines on it to be able to at least keep up with a K. Which isn't necessarily guaranteed, but anyway. Ks aren't that fast, but you need to be fast enough to be able to maneuver around them a little bit. But once you have some reasonable ships that you can smack down Ks with, then it's just a matter of holding the line until you're ready to push out, start destroying Xenon stations. Anyway. It'd at least be interesting. You're upgrading the Earl King? And that would be another thing I kind of want to do in the next run, is get the Earl King. And then take it forth into the galaxy and tell the Xenon that I really don't like them. And I would like them to please go away. Maybe get a few Asgards to go with it. Maybe not.
Docking aborted.
Anyway. Does this thing have all the materials it needs? And if so, how long is it going to take to build? It has all the materials it needs, or it will shortly. And it's almost done building. Okay. Yeah. Vulture Sentinels nearby. And there's some Talati water trader who's who knows where. Who claims he'll be here shortly. Is there a way I can zoom in on this ship? I'm not sure what these numbers are. Because they're not... I'm pretty sure they're not minutes. I mean, I'm guessing it's time, but I'm pretty sure it's not minutes. It doesn't really make sense for that to be. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's just really bad at estimating.
Docking granted. Docking aborted. Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Boron stations are really cool looking. I like pretty much all the modules. Oh. I like the way their storage modules look. With the kind of spiral and the cargo modules spaced inside of it. Like the small one's just a single spiral, but the large one I think is 3. Like that. I don't know if I really looked at a medium. I'm not sure if it's static, but on the large one at least, some of the modules are missing. I don't know. There's a lot like the Terran dock module, but cooler. Or just as cool, but in its own way. Oh, I don't really like the 3-lobed layout of boron stations, though. That would drive me nuts. Yeah, it's cool, but or less it's cool than that it's different from like the Argon and the Terrans with their or everything being X-shaped. Although the split, I think, are also split in 3s. Hello, Bo. I have been live for 2 hours and 48 minutes. The only command that's around here is, well, I think there might actually be 2 commands. I think ! Discord is one. And I don't remember if I have another one or not.
Granted. Docking aborted.
In any case, none of that kind of stuff is going to work.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
And one of these days, that bot is going to go away and I'm going to replace it with my own bot. When I finally get off my ass and do it.
Granted. Docking aborted.
I have a whole bunch of tabs open with documentation for the Twitch API.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
The problem is replacing the bot is less important to me than replacing the alerts API thingy that I'm using and the other thingy that plays the sounds. I want to get rid of both of those and replace them with my own thing. And that's a more complicated system than just listening for stuff in chat. Speaking of the sounds. But anyway. That one's far and away the loudest one. Most of them are much tamer than that. You know, I don't know why whenever before you do a loud noise, it warns headphone users. It's like, do people actually crank their headphones up like that? I mean, you'd think you'd warn speaker users not to disturb everybody around them. Ministry of Finance? I like their ships, some of them. They're kind of mushroom kingdom like the rest of the Teladi, but they have quite nice medium ships that carry quite a bit. I think I bought an Argon freighter for my large freighter though. Don't remember why I decided on the Argon freighter. Probably because it was fairly fast for its size. And I kind of wanted a fast freighter. For medium freighters, most of them can't hardly carry enough as it is, so you buy the one that has the largest cargo capacity.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Alright, it's building the last segment here. Has the water shipment arrived? Nope. Hopefully it's not far off though. 2 minutes remaining, so we just need to get that, deliver his stuff, and then we'll be basically done. And we can find out if there are more missions to the Boron quest line after this. I kind of doubt there are, but you never really know. Anyway, as far as faction themselves, I don't know. I really haven't interacted with the Ministry of Finance much.
Docking granted. Docking aborted. Docking granted. Docking aborted.
I do wish I could turn off the automatic docking request.
Docking aborted.
Okay, so I do not have the station selected.
Docking granted.
Okay.
Docking aborted.
So, don't know if that's new or not. But you don't actually have to have whatever you want to dock at selected. It almost has to be new. You think I would have noticed it a long time ago if it wasn't.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
You just have to be close to something that allows docking, and then press docking request. And it'll automatically request docking from the nearest thing. That'll make it much easier to dock at
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
capital ships and such like, where it's a pain in the butt to select them before you request docking. And it does allow you to dock at build storages. At least I hope that's new, because I've complained bitterly more than once that you couldn't dock player ships at build storages.
Docking
Because you couldn't select them to request docking.
Docking aborted.
I don't remember where it was, but I saw
Docking
something
granted.
about...
Docking aborted.
Was it one of the loading screen
Docking
tips
granted. Docking aborted.
that said you can dock at build storages by getting close to it?
Docking granted.
I think it was a loading
Docking
screen tip.
aborted.
Pretty sure it's new to 6.0? Okay. Good.
Docking grant. Docking aborted.
Because I was starting to question my sanity. I'm pretty sure we won't fit. My sanity is still in question, just not due to that. How dare.
Turn. Vanguard.
Anyway. I would have to complain about you guys then if it wasn't new to 6.0. Okay, the water has been delivered. And we have about a minute and a little bit until this is done. And we'll see if it accepts those shields. If it doesn't, we'll have to order more parts to be delivered. And make better shields. Or more shields. It just said 6 shields. I'm assuming 6 medium shields is good enough. Why they want shields when there's no weapons for those shields to protect, I'll never know. Maybe they're planning to install their own weapons later or something. Anyway. Well, especially now that you can request docking without actually having the thing selected. I wish you could turn off... Okay, let's check the settings to make sure they haven't added something to allow you to do this. Okay. I don't see anything obvious as for turning off automatic docking. Okay. I highly doubt there'll be anything in graphics settings. Obviously nothing in sound settings. Don't think I want to change any of those either. I'm pretty happy with the levels I have. And controls. The other place that might possibly have such a thing. I don't see anything going on here. Yeah, there won't be any setting in here, obviously, because it's all key bindings. There's no way to tell it, please don't automatically request docking when I get close to a station. Unless I missed it. That would be really nice to turn off because I don't know about anybody else, but I like to fly around stations. So it's annoying to have to tell it, no, I really don't want to dock over and over again. It's kind of a ugly looking little freighter, but it can carry quite a bit, so it's forgiven. Looks like the build storage is empty.
Great work. The Boron Queendom will now be able to establish proper diplomatic relations with the Teladi Company. In addition to your reimbursement for the station building expenses, Her Majesty wishes to provide you with a ship as a bonus. You will be able to find and claim a new Corvette at your station.
It's not my station anymore. You guys took it.
Docking granted.
Alright, let's find out what kind of ship they're giving me. Probably one I don't
Successfully
want,
docked.
but you never know.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
Okay, all orders have been removed. Let's go figure out where this ship is. It's a Corvette, so it's a medium class, which means we need to teleport to the medium docking bays. I don't see an immediately obvious way to do that. Unless I'm missing something here. Okay. Here we are at Trader's Corner. Is there elevators or something somewhere I can ride? Because there doesn't seem to be a way to get to the medium docking bays. Is it even on board this thing? Grand Exchange 1. Okay, no, it's not aboard this thing. They actually put it aboard the HQ. Hydra Regal. Okay. Does this have any crew on board? Nope. And it's just parked in space next to the Grand Exchange headquarters. It's not even docked. Alright. Let's go teleport aboard our ship and let's fly out there.
Egosoft would like to thank you for buying their product.
Okay, let's go find out what this Hydra Regal is like.
Chimera.
I take back what they said. When they said your station, they actually meant my station. Okay, set cards to object. Let's go.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay. That's something. I was looking at what Dread posted in the Crab channel on the Discord. That is a lot of legendary mods.
Entering system. Grand Exchange.
Also, very, very wide red numbers. If you're still able to hear this, Dread, I'm sorry I missed your message. But that is a lot of stuff. Damn it, now you're making me want to play Crab. Maybe I'll play some after stream today. Oh, that's probably a bad idea though. I don't want to do anything too exciting off stream as far as video gaming goes. because I just don't. Like, why waste the cool moments when you're just playing it by yourself? After all, about 80% of the reason why I started streaming in the first place was because I wanted to be able to record cool things that happened without having to go out of my way to record them, if you know what I mean. I'd just be able to go clip it out of the stream VOD or whatever when something cool happened. But
Entering Grand
while that is
Exchange.
not necessarily my main reason to stream anymore, it is still a good and useful reason, I guess.
Autopilot disengaged.
Autopilot, I'm not sure what you think you're doing, but our target's just right over there. Not to turn around weird. But anyway. I might do some runs to farm some keys or something. After all, I wasted all my keys trying to do no-hit Nightmare. Alright, what are you? Kinda cool looking, if I say so myself. Unfortunately, we don't have teleport yet. We are going to have to do this the caveman way. I wonder if not having to request docking
Docking granted.
yeah, it does. Cool. Extends the spacesuit. Indeed it does. Caveman in a spacesuit? Exactly. That's how it works, see?
Excellent. We have completed the Queen's missions. Let us head back to Queen Polyphides to find our reward.
Hydra Regal.
Got an achievement for that. Alright, how fast is this piece of crap? Not like terribly slow. But it's not really good medium ship fast either. And it's got 4 of those long range guns on it. Which I'd probably mount them 2 and 2 on primary and secondary fire. Maybe. Or at least configure it so I can swap to a mode where they are 2 and 2. Okay, it does have 4 turrets. Trying to figure out if I have those set right. Where are those 2 guns? Okay, it looks like we have the inner pair on the one side. Yeah, okay, it's just set right. We have the inner pair and outer pair. Alright, where are the turrets? It's always hard to tell with an Argon ship because they don't just mount them on the outside like everybody else. Rah! Okay, that looked like a turret slot. No, it's not a turret slot. Also, these probably aren't exactly the same shape as on a capital ship, so I guess for me, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit slow. The guns take forever to charge and fire. Don't know if I'd ever use this thing. It looks cool though. Very sleek. I like the way that the engines change color according to their output levels. And spew flame when you boost. Or whatever it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's a very cool looking little ship. I just wish it was like 200 or 300 meters a second faster. Although being a medium ship, it probably shouldn't be. If all the medium ships are balanced to be a little bit tougher and about this fast, I'd be very happy. I should check some of the big rework mods to see if any of them actually do a good job of that. Because as it is, there's... And fighters have their unique cool things, but... Yeah, this thing looks awesome. Love the engines on that? Yeah. These look cool when you're boosting. Zoom out a little bit. You get some really cool desktop backgrounds against a nice black system with this thing. Anyway. And then there's 3 turrets of some kind. I'll set them to attack fighters armed. Anyway. Here. Might change the way the guns are set up very slightly. No, that's wrong. There. No, that's not quite how I want these to be set. I'd like it so that the default configuration is having both first slots selected. So that means... like that. Anyway. Alright, let's go... let's fly this thing to go meet the Boron Queen again.
Engaged.
Let's find out how fast it is in travel drive and all that fun stuff. We can let the Chimera sit here for a bit. Like most medium ships, this thing accelerates and decelerates a bit. Slowly. But it seems to have a reasonable top end.
Entering Grand Exchange 4.
It's definitely one of those ships that'll be a lot faster if you manually pilot it all the time. So the autopilot doesn't accelerate and decelerate constantly.
Autopilot disengaged.
To that end, let's go ahead and manually pilot it. See, it's still accelerating. And we're like halfway across the system already. Anyway. Yeah, the maneuvering thrusters in this thing are weird. That doesn't make any sense. You see those blue thrusters up in the nose? Well, no, I can't get them to fire. There they go.
Entering system 18 billion.
Okay. They started firing pretty strongly when I went to pull up. That makes no logical sense whatsoever. I guess they just kind of decide to fire whenever they feel like it. Including when it makes no sense for them to fire.
Entering system Silent Witness.
Oh well. Can't have everything, I guess. Yeah, this thing is significantly faster in travel drive than the Chimera is. Almost 6,000 meters a second already, which is pretty reasonable.
Entering system Hatikva's Choice.
Probably should join the highway, but we're gonna have to get off it soon anyway. It'd be much easier to retain our speed if we stay off the highway and just shoot the gate manually. What we lose in speed by not taking the highway, we will more than make up for in not having to accelerate as much. The highway only gives you what?
System Morningstar.
12 kilometers a second? This thing's basically half that already. So it makes sense to use the highway, but it's not as critical as with some ships. And through the gate.
Entering system Heretic's End.
And then through the next gate once we get there.
Jump gate. Watchful gaze.
Oh. Oh. What time is it? 10:20 already? Probably a good thing it's that late. I'm getting tired. Well, I've been tired ever since I started stream.
Entering system.
Give me about an hour and I'll be all wide awake.
Majesty, you are now receiving the royal broadcast from the Queendom of Boron. It is my honor and pleasure to announce Her Majesty, Queen Polyphides.
We are pleased to announce the re-establishment of diplomatic relations with the Teladi Company. Our proud societies have much to gain from a thriving commercial partnership.
Most satisfactory. The Teladi Company can be marked off our task list.
Yay. So I'm kind of curious how many more missions there are in this campaign. Is this the end? Does it go on past this? If it goes on past this, how far does it go on past this?
Barren Shores.
I guess there's really only one way to find out. I mean, so far, the Boron ships I've used been pretty okay, except the fighters. The fighters are just unacceptably slow. The medium ships are a bit slow, but they seem tanky enough that you can kind of put up with it. I haven't used any of the big ships yet. I can't really say if they're going to be okay or not. It's really unfortunate that you can't use anybody else's guns. I haven't really used enough variety of weapons to really get a feel for what they're good for or not good for.
Entering system. Great Reef.
But, yeah. The Boron appear to be taking the, a bit slow and rather tanky niche, which is okay for everything except fighters. If you want a slow but tanky fighter, you buy a medium ship.
Entering system. Sanctuary of Darkness.
If you want a slow but tanky ship, then you buy a medium instead of a fighter. Fighters really don't work like that way. They certainly aren't fun that way. Okay, I think we can cut across this gap. Guess there's only one way to find out. Looks like we can. There's our jump gate. There we go.
Entering system. Kingdom End.
And we ignore the highway. Go straight to our target. But anyway. And all the Boron stuff is definitely unique looking, which is cool. All in all, I'm quite happy with the money I spent on this DLC. I just wish their fighters were faster. But that's pretty much the common refrain with every single race's fighters, except maybe the splits. Now, for a second there, I thought we got hit with the highway travel bug.
Entering Reflected Stars.
Oh, damn you. I forgot about that. They shut off your stupid travel drive when you go through them damn things. That's why I hate superhighways. Also, we're just going to fly straight across and ignore the highways here. Superhighways are annoying, because if you don't remember that they shut off your travel drives, so that you can re-engage your travel drives as soon as you come out, you're going to be left losing a lot of your momentum. On a fighter or a medium ship, if you engage your travel drives immediately and coming out, you retain enough of your momentum because it doesn't take long to charge, and you'll be mostly fine. On a large ship, it takes long enough to recharge that you must as well just not bother, and yeah. Long story short, superhighways suck. Also, I really hope they fix. I haven't seen it happen again in this version, but the good old. Thank you, autosave. You're in my way. The good old bug where sometimes you fly right through them and they don't register that you flew through them.
Entering Kingdom End.
Very annoying. I highly recommend not getting hit by that bug. Thankfully, like I said, I have not seen it in this patch. Maybe they fixed it. But then I haven't exactly gone through a whole lot of Also, note to self, medium ships slow down slowly.
Docking granted.
Okay, which is it? That one? I don't know if this thing has a docking computer, actually. Don't think it does. Also, why am I stuck to the deck now? Let me go! Okay. There we go. Quite sure this doesn't have a docking computer. Good old-fashioned manual docking. I do like the manual docking in this game. I just hardly ever get to experience it because...
Hydra Regal.
Okay. Oh, so there's... That's interesting. There's an elevator that goes straight to the bridge. Or... you can come on board through the teleporter and ramp. That's weird. Why would they do it that way? I'm not complaining, it's just odd that there's two ways to get to the bridge. Alright, Queen Polyphetes.
Queen Polyphetes of the Queendom of Boron, you have been granted an audience. May I announce...
Give me all your money.
Our honored guest, Newman Karat, representative of the Alliance of the Word. The Queen's Heralds. I present Her Majesty, Queen Polyphetes.
I once again welcome you, Honorable Representative Numankare.
These two guys are here to snap his neck as soon as he's no longer useful.
Heralds. The task entrusted to you
I'm pretty sure that's not actually what they're there for.
Loyalty, wits, and tenacity. It is thanks
Don't
to
even know who they are.
that the Queendom has not only returned to the Commonwealth, but is widely recognized therein. I hereby release you from your duties to the Queendom. Once again, I bid you farewell, though not as heralds, but rather as adventurers. Free
How much money are you going to give me for this?
whatever you desire. I wholeheartedly wish you safe travels.
This concludes the royal audience.
Alright, plus 18 reputation. And we got 18 million. And we got a paint mod. Woody Valley. Okay. Do we have any interesting missions available? Okay, so there's the Provinces Adrift, construction aid. And that is the last mission I know of for the Boron.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Marvelous news, my friend. The Boron aid to the provinces once adrift has been a phenomenal success. There is still much more to do, but I have been convinced that this matter is in competent Finns. There is a growing movement of historians, scientists, and politicians who are exploring the possibility of replicating the Jumpgate experiments to find other systems that are still disconnected and adrift. All this is such a relief, yet with the struggle over, I cannot help feeling somewhat useless. I have also reconnected with some family on Nishala. They are urging me to visit them, and I may spend some time on the planet. I am uncertain how long I can be planet-bound before the urge to return to space overtakes me. It may take some time. So for now, at least, this is goodbye. Thank you.
Don't throw
and
H in the
farewell,
ass.
brave explorer.
Yeah, she was kind of cool character. Let's see. I suspect that we are probably, although not certainly, at the end of the DLC content. There is at least a chance that we aren't. But I'm not sure about that. So I wonder what happens. If I send that up, can I reach the elevator from below? Yeah, I can just use the hatch cover and it'll send it back down. Okay. I wonder if they did this because they didn't want to count on people noticing the elevator. And then wondering how they got aboard their ship. You would think some subtly painted arrows might help with that. Speaking about subtly painted arrows. Anyway. I rather like the Boron textures. They remind me of Subnautica. Although, not really for any good reason. Because none of the Subnautica stuff really actually looked like this. That I remember anyway. I need to play that game again sometime. But I want to wait longer before I play Subnautica again so I can put more distance between me and my previous memories. Anyway. These elevators are cool. Alright, is old Goofus the Paranoid gonna call me up now and be like, hey, thanks for all the stuff you've done? Or is that just it? See if we got any messages. Yep, promotion ceremony from some people I don't care about. Okay. Only useful. Currently. This thing's got pretty decent speed when you're boosting. You chew through the shields pretty quickly, but it's got decent speed. Oh well. Field recharge isn't terrible either. Not amazing, just okay, I guess.
Docking granted. Docking aborted. Docking granted. Docking
All right,
aborted.
well,
Docking granted. Docking aborted. Short range transporter. B.
let's go blow something up. Pop. These guns are pretty cool if you hit with them. Hitting maneuvering fighters is gonna be tricky. Let's save the game. Okay. Let's see. Let's use slot 3 for now. Yeah. It's 10:37. That is also the wrong end screen because boom. Low desk, camera wrong position. Anyway. Tomorrow will be Red Alert 2 as previously scheduled. We just got started into the Soviet campaign last time, and we'll be continuing through that. I doubt we'll finish the Soviet campaign tomorrow, but you never know. In any case, we have Yuri's Revenge after that. So, Red Alert 2 for some weeks yet. And as for Wednesday, I have no idea yet. I might do some subtle poking around to see if I can figure out if this is actually the end of the DLC. If it isn't, we'll be back for this run at some point. And if it is, I'll have to start doing planning for the next run. I rather liked this DLC. It's pretty cool. For Honor pretty cool. They need faster fighters. Otherwise, the ships I've used have been interesting so far. I would want to spend more time using Boron ships and stuff before I actually chalk them all up as awesome, but that won't be this run. Anyway, let's see if anybody's doing anything interesting. No. Abby's not streaming. Af's not streaming. Wasted's not even streaming. Nobody's streaming. Bunch of boring gets. Somebody should tell them not to have real lives. Anyway. I guess until tomorrow and the Russian shenanigans. Hopefully we can get a Kirov or two to bomb something. Bring back the childhood memories. Till then, I hope you all have an awesome night. And I will see you all later. Good night. And goodbye.